Hey Aries, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So meditating on your energies, I was hearing prep work and I was also hearing nesting into a new life. So lots of new beginnings, but also becoming comfortable in any transitions that you have made throughout this year. So December should be a really comforting time for you. And it's also a time for rest, for really allowing yourself to sink into the work that you have done over the past year. Because I know that this has been a very big transitional year, but this is really about being in the present with where you are and the changes that you have made. So, all right. Right off the bat, we have sacred sexuality. So this could also be sinking deeper in with a partner, getting more close with the sacred parts of your union, or this can just be sinking deeper into the sacred parts of you, doing that emotional deep dive, any sort of sexual trauma work, anything that makes you feel resistant. So there's a big emphasis on shining a light on that. And then we have release at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so releasing anything that has felt heavy, chained, leaving you feeling depleted, and really moving into this next new cycle of love and comfort and wellness. So I really feel like there's a big reconfiguration going on in your world. All right, Spirit, what else is going on here? We've got the Audacity deck. I love this. All right, Spirit, what's going on? And if any of you are interested in a personal reading, the link for it is in the description box below. And I will be having a new moon in Sagittarius ritual, I believe on December 19th. So look out for that. But all right, Spirit, what else is going on for Aries? What else is happening for Aries? All right. I'm hearing opening up. Ooh, we've got the mother. Nesting. Total nesting. And you don't necessarily have to be a quote unquote mother. I mean, many of us are mothers to animals, cats, dogs, whatever, but this is really sinking into your nurturing side, your feminine. This is also Taurus energy. So this is also being abundant and knowing that your cup needs to be filled before giving it out to others. But there really is a sacred nesting that I'm feeling for you. And then we've got the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so this is really turning inward, and I feel like the home is very prominent for you right now. So there may be you have moved and you want to really get deeper into your home. You may be doing renovations or just making your home feel nice and cozy. It's that nesting and helping you feel more secure in yourself and in your groundedness. Beautiful. Love it. All right, Spirit, what else is going on for Aries? What's happening? Positive movement forward. Beautiful. Love this. Yeah, so allowing yourself to know that the changes that you have made have been for the better, and you may be in a new environment than you were in previous years or even at the beginning of this year. But I see with that card a lot of water. So I think that you have come to a lot of emotional clarity, and you have really taken the time to sink deeper into the heart space, into the emotions, and seeing, okay, what is it that I really want out of this life? You're asking yourself the deeper questions, and you're like, okay, who do I want to bring with me in this next phase? And who is going to be able to be supportive and lift me up? And where can I also give that to others? And then we have patience and planning. Yep. So lots of shifts and lots of stability I feel happening for you. So you have taken the leap to move into the next phase, and now you're being rewarded with stability, with love, with know, being in that comfort, which is so important. And I know Aries is very spontaneous and likes to, you know, not be so tied down. But I think that you're finding comfort in having something reliable, having something stable. So it may feel a little strange or, you know, out of the ordinary for you, but I think this is a really positive movement forward. All right, Spirit, what else is going on for Aries? What else is happening for Aries? All right, so please show me what their energies are and what lessons is this chapter holding for them. Beautiful. Okay. Ooh. You have the Hermit twice. Okay. Wow. Okay, cool. And then you have the Magician at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, so you are really using your magic. You're using your manifestation to pull everything into the centerpiece. And you're fueling all of your resources to provide this well and this container to be held and to be safe. So for you, you have the Five of Wands in reversed, which is beautiful. This is coming out of lack, coming out of a period of feeling scattered or disorganized. And then you have the Page of Wands crossing you. I love this. So really coming out of a period of disagreements or losses, just feeling very scattered. And now I think that you are tapping into new ideas, and this can also be about career too, but I feel like this is just new sparks of information, new adventure. I think that this has helped crack open a new area for you, and I think you are really allowing that heart space to get bigger and wider and to be more with the flow of life, which is absolutely beautiful. And then above you, you have the Hermit, and below you, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Absolutely beautiful, both earth energy. So pertaining to house, home, career, all of the 3D tangible things that provide us comfort and stability and safety. So with the Hermit, I'm going to get a little bit more clarification on this, but I do think that this is you really finding your inner inspiration after a period of chaos, because the Hermit is all about, you know, it shines a light from inside. In the traditional tarot, the Hermit is holding a lamp and a lantern, but it's coming from inside the house. And with this, I love this because the lantern is actually over here, but she's levitating from her own inner light because she has done the work. And I think also I'm getting that you're not giving your energy anymore to the things that have caused chaos or the things that have left you feeling scattered or drained or unloved, whatever feeling that gives you. But this is really about elevating in your path, in your truth. So, but I'm going to get a little bit more clarity on that. Spirit, why is the Hermit here for Aries? The Lovers. Ooh, Justice. Okay. Beautiful. Wow, I love this. Okay, so 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So Hermit clarified by the Lovers, the Justice, and the 6 of Swords. So I think that wherever you were, you had a choice to perhaps move forward with a lover, with somebody who is sharing the same vision and who complements you. And by doing that, it has helped you bring justice and balance to your life. and it has helped you move forward into a new direction, a new territory. And with this woman is cloaked, and she is really, she's left a lot of the baggage behind, but she's also protected. So I think with the Hermit, this is really a really big lesson surrounding choices, and the choices that you make can either cause more chaos and leave you in a looped cycle, or you can put the power back in your hands, Aries, which is, you are excellent at that. You are cardinal fire. So you are the initiator, you are the go-getter. And by making this choice, it has brought balance into your world, balance into your entire vicinity. And I think that this is healing. This feels very, very healing. So I think that you have, one, made the right choice, and you are really basking in that. You're basking in the peace. You are vibrating at a level of peace, and you have turned your energy inwards and are focusing on the things that bring you comfort and joy. And then at the bottom of the deck, or at the subconscious level, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like your focuses are on building a long-term situation, long-term stability. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he is the most sustainable because he has really focused on his foundation, focused on his lower chakra realm, which is root and sacral. And I do see a lot of red here, and red to me is the root chakra. So there may be a period that you have needed to heal because things have felt imbalanced. You may have been moving from place to place, home to home, but I don't feel like that is a part of your story anymore, because now you have found stability, perhaps with another person, or just found more stability in yourself. So I'm going to get a little bit more clarity on that. Spirit, what is Aries working on with this Knight of Pentacles? What is Aries working on? Okay. Oh, you have the Empress. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay. So after a period of constantly having to fight and defend your point of view, your situation, whatever it is, you have entered into a period of being more receptive and allowing your energies to come back to you. You've called your energies back to you, and you have laid down anything that was feeling like you had to be very, I don't want to say over the top, but defensive or like overly crass. But now, because you've done that, you're in a much more radiant part of your life, part of your journey. And now I think that you're also going to be meeting new people who are going to be really giving back to you on a much more fulfilling level. So that's beautiful. And in the past, you have the Knight of Swords. So this is a choice to move forward from something, to travel to a new place, or to, take up a new opportunity. And then in front of you, you have the Four of Wands. So this is successful. This is where you are needing to be, and celebrating with other people who share your same vision. And this could be with the person that you have moved with. Spirit, what is going on with this Four of Wands? Oh, Ten of Pentacles. You've got a lot of earth, a lot of pentacles here. So it is resting in your nesting. King of Swords. So you may have moved with an air sign, or somebody who has a lot of air in their chart, or somebody who can make decisions from a logical point of view, a clear perspective. You've got the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this is just ultimate success, fulfillment, happiness. But I do see here that there is a little bit of anxiety. Like, is this too good to be true? You know, it's almost like, when is the other shoe gonna drop? And that is a trauma response. And knowing that you don't have to be in this anymore. You can allow the blessings to come to you and through you. And by you being more receptive and allowing the good things in your life, you're going to attract more good things. But I feel like this is just something that you are going to have to, just work on. And that's okay. So, and she can get out of this. This is just old programming that's left in your subconscious. But I see beautiful things here for you, Aries. I love it. All right, Spirit, what else? What else does Aries need to know? What else does Aries need to know? Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Yeah. Just knowing that you are protected. Knowing that there's nothing that can harm you anymore. And I think you're used to operating out of a space where you have to protect yourself. You have to put up barriers. You have to put up guards. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Yeah. So I feel like this past chapter has been a hard one to learn, but you've learned really great lessons that have helped you understand things more on a deeper, more profound level. And then we have Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yeah, and that's Four of Wands and Six of Wands. And looking at the higher perspective, why did you have to go through these things in order to learn these lessons? And like I said before, you really are learning. You're learning patience and you're learning planning. You're learning the value in investing in your inner world, which is absolutely beautiful. And then we have Bridge, successfully overcome a problem. Yeah, like you have overcome a problem. And that is just, it's success. Like you have closed a chapter. Now you don't have to be in this energy anymore. You can leave it in the past. You can leave the hypervigilance. You can leave the being overly defensive and feeling like guarded. You can leave that behind, because now the lesson is for you to let down your guard and to sprinkle your magic around to yourself, your home, and anybody who you feel needs it. And this is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. All right, Spirit, what else does Aries need to know? What else? Woof. Celebrate. We have compassion. And we have step back. Step back from doing all the things. Step back from doing too much. Yeah, and then we have lighten up at the bottom of the deck here. You're entering into a period of more abundance. I think that you have really closed out a lot of really karmic lessons, and now Spirit's like, here, enjoy the fruits of your labor, or enjoy the things that you have been working on, because now you have what you've been asking for. And don't sabotage it, because oftentimes when we're operating out of a space of anxiety or worry that their shoe's gonna drop, that can create stories that may not necessarily be true. But knowing and being humble about where you are in your journey, and by doing the work and by not pushing those parts of you away, you're going to attract more abundance to you, because the universe really wants to give it to you. There's success all over this reading. So the more that you step into your Empress Mother energy, the more of that nourishment is going to come back to you. So I love this, Aries. I hope this resonated. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you're working on in the comments below. Let me know where you're at in your journey. I would love to connect with you. But I appreciate you being here, and I will see you on the other side. Blessed be. Bye.